So we all know that saying, we listen and we won't judge. Well, you're gonna watch this and you're not gonna judge. So we're doing blushes. We're gonna do powder blushes, and then the next video will be powder bronzers. Sorry, the boy cats are having drama right now, apparently. So yeah, we're gonna do powder blushes, then we'll do powder bronzers, and then we'll go back to liquid blushes and liquid bronzers, because I don't want to bore you too much with one category, but yeah, we got a problem. Yeah, guys, these are just drugstore blushes. We have so much so much more to go through for high end. I know that these are too many blushes, and I'm gonna have to make some hard decisions because this is just too much, guys. Okay. This is pretty new and a lot of people know about this already, but this is the NYX Buttermelt blush. I absolutely love these blushes. They are a bit pigmented, but they do blend, and I don't know, I love this color as well. I love this pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. Something that I'm gonna get rid of, I just was like, you know, in the summertime, when you're like really tan, I just love that like fiery red cheek. But I just don't reach for this blush. I do have it in like that color in like a liquid blush, and I just find myself reaching for liquid blushes over almost anything nowadays. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on. This is in the shade though Hot Frenzy, so it's a beautiful blush, but I will pass it on. A blush that I use pretty often is this blush here. It's called Mellow Wine. I had this blush before in like a different type of packaging, and I think I got rid of it, and then I bought it again, and I just have been using it non-stop. You can't even tell. I mean, you can tell I used it, but it doesn't look like I've used it as much as I actually did. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. I do like this color, and I do reach for it pretty often. And Wet n Wild has really nice blushes, so we're gonna keep. I am gonna go ahead and pass this one along. I always end up keeping this through every declutter, and I just never reach for it. I never use it, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on. I absolutely love Milani Baked blushes. This one here, Rose de Oro. This one is just such a pretty blush. This is great in the summertime. It's great in the fall. I just love this blush. I'm gonna go ahead and keep, of course. This one is another favorite of mine, Dulce Pink. Oh, so good. And then of course we have Luminoso. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep these blushes. I love Milani blushes. And now we have to get rid of something. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this Fit Me blush. I went on this like peachy blush kick where I was just trying to find the best drugstore peachy blush for some reason. I don't know why. And this is just way too light. First of all, in person it looks more like a pinky peach versus like a peach that's showing up on camera. I don't know why my color, it literally looks like totally two different blushes right now in front of me. It's so weird. I don't know how to change that setting, but anywho, yeah, it's just not it. It's not it. It's way too light. Doesn't even show up on my skin tone. This one is in the shade Coral. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this along. This blush, this is from W7. I think it's called Gossip. I'm not sure. It is also a nice blush, but again, I can't keep all these blushes. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this along. Okay. This is a Morphe blush in the shade Nude Pursued. I'm like swatching it, and I'm like, it doesn't look like anything special. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this along. I had this now for a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. One that I also reach for a lot from Wet n Wild is Naked Brown. This is such a nude blush that gives you a little bit something different from bronzer, but still keeps you looking very nude if that's the makeup look that you're trying to do. So I'm gonna keep this because again, Wet n Wild has great blushes. This is another one that is kind of similar, and you may be like, you don't need to, but this one has a little bit more of a sheen to it, and I like this one, and I reach for them both pretty often. So this one is called Bespoken. And again, it's just one of those like blushes that it's just like a nice nude. Oh, kind of looks more bronzy. It's a little bit, it has a little bit more of a pinky undertone in person versus on camera it's coming off a little bit more bronzy, but I really like this as well. So we're definitely keeping that. This one is called Beloved, and I did wear this pretty often. I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I did wear this pretty much as well. I do like the pink. So I'm gonna keep this one, I think. This one is from ColourPop. This one is in the shade Count Me In. And this is just, again, that nice nudie blush color. Again, it's a little bit more pinky, rosy undertone than what is coming across on camera. My camera is just showing up as very warm tone. I think something's wrong with it. I'm going to go ahead and keep. So let's kind of talk about the elephant in the room here. I have so many of these pure nude blushes. And to be honest, I bought them because I was really excited when they first came out, because I was just like, I love the highlighter. These blushes are going to be amazing. And they're pretty good. But I don't need all four. And I don't reach for them as often as I literally thought I would. So the first one that I know for sure I'm going to get rid of is this one. It's called Shimmery Rose. And I'm going to get rid of this because I'm not that fair. It looks more like a highlighter. Declutter. Okay. This one is more like a mauve color. This one is called Rosy Rosewood. This one is called Pretty Peach. I'm gonna get rid of Pretty Peach because Pretty Peach is another color. I don't know if you guys can tell. Pretty Peach. Ooh, Pretty Peach is right here. This one is Rosy Rosewood. This one's Pretty Peach. Pretty Peach is kind of similar, where it's coming off more of a like topper versus a actual blush. So I'm gonna go ahead and unfortunately pass on this one. I do like Rosy Rosewood, and this one is called Bold Hearted. And this one I was like, in the summertime, this is gonna be so like a nice pretty color in the summertime, like a deeper blush, because I do want to keep some sort of deeper blush for the summertime because I am a little bit more tanner and some of my blushes don't show up on me in the summertime. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep these two. I got rid of two. I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna keep these two. This one is pretty new and I actually really like it. It's coming off really orange on camera, but it is not like that at all. It's a nice peach color and it's just so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I like the highlighter too, but the blush is really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. It was my win out of all the blushes that I bought when I was looking for a nice peachy blush. This one is called Heated. Yeah, this one's called Heated and it's from the Sephora collection. It's very glittery. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna pass this along, okay? If this would have been like a matte blush, I do like the color and I would have probably kept it, but unfortunately I don't like all that shimmer. So surprisingly, I wasn't preparing, but I'm gonna declutter this. These blushes, man. These blushes are so pigmented. And the thing is that even if you you put it on your cheek, that's it, guys. That is it. Like, there's no going back. There's no going back. It's so hard to blend them. This one is Confident Pink. I love the color. Like, I love the pink color. But it makes me look like I have like rosacea or something, especially if I put too much. Like, it's just not the type of pink that I like. You know, like, I like more of that lavender pink, like that Dior pink. Like, that's the pink that I love now. And this is just, it's just not it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this along. This one is called Fearless Coral. Oh, they feel so good. But again, this one as well is like, especially when you have on camera, it's looking way more peachier than what it is. But I'm just gonna pass this one along as well. They do stay, I will tell you that. We're keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I had 22 blushes. I'm keeping 12 and I'm getting rid of 10. Not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's move on to high end. That's where I'm gonna need to be more tough on myself. All I can say, guys, is don't expect much from this high end because I love all these blushes, okay? I love all these blushes and I do use them. Except for, like, I can see some, okay? So, okay, let's just get started. One, we're gonna keep this, okay? This is the Hourglass blush in Sublime Flush. It is the most beautiful pinky peachy, it's just gorgeous. We're keeping This is a Ciate London in the shade Dusk. You know what? I think I can pass this on. I've used this pretty much. I'm gonna go ahead and declare this. All these NARS blushes I'm keeping. Like, they're older. This is my favorite blush. Whenever you see me wear that poppy pink of color, this right here, this is my favorite, okay? And I don't know what I'm gonna do when I finish it. I can see that it's getting pretty low, like right in this section. I feel like I'm gonna hit pan soon. But anyways, this is in Gaiety. I think NARS has like a different name now for a similar blush. I don't think this one exists anymore. But oh, this is my blush right here. I love NARS blushes in general. This one is in the shade Torrid. I have this one on today. I just love it so much. It does have a little bit of shimmer. Ideal, okay? It doesn't show up like super glittery on, so. Okay, this one is a very nice, again, that nudie blush. Do I need so many nudie blushes? Probably not, but I do reach for them and I do use them. If one was sitting and I haven't touched it at all, I would go ahead and declutter it, but I am reaching for them, so keep. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this one, so I got it in a mini, but this one is in the shade Orgasm X. Sorry, YouTube, that's just the name of the product. But it's just like this really nice, very kind of like coral. It's just such a nice color, and I love this for like the summertime too. So I don't need so many blushes of this color, but I'm gonna keep this one. So it's so mini and cute. All right, one that I'm gonna get rid of is this one here from Violet Ross. I thought I was gonna like it, and I put it on, and again, it just gives me that like you just got slapped 1,000 times in the face type of color. It's coming across a little bit more orangey than what it really is. I thought it was gonna be a nice like peachy color, and it's like very, it's not pink, it's not peach, it's not orange, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this along. This would be a great blush for a darker skin tone than mine. I am definitely not getting rid of these. These are my Rare Beauty blushes. I do use them more as blush toppers, but this one's in Happy, and this one is in Joy. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Keeping. This one here is literally my favorite blush of all time. I literally wore the heck out of this. I don't know if you guys can like tell on camera, but this is my favorite blush. It's in Bellini Brunch. I don't even know if this is like made anymore, but this is so long wearing, and I love this peachy blush in the summertime. So we're gonna keep two more Bare Mineral blushes. This one is in the shade Kiss of Copper, and I really like this one. It's pigmented, so you do have to be careful, but I love it. It's such a beautiful shade and color, and just, oh, it's so gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one. This one I don't think I'm gonna keep. It is called Kiss of Pink, and the pink is just a little bit too muted on me. I feel like it doesn't show up. Very surprisingly, I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this for my collection. I feel like someone else can probably get good use out of it. So sad, but it's not that old. I haven't even tried this out yet. This is from Il Maquillage, I believe. It's the Mineral Baked Blush in Bootylicious. These names, man. But I have not tried, I don't think, I swatched it, but I haven't tried it on my cheeks yet. So I'm really excited to see if it works out or not for my skin tone. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep this for now. I bought this during the sale when they were like getting rid of Glowish line. So this is new to me, but I know it doesn't exist anymore. But I do love this blush. It actually shows up. I didn't think it would, but it does show up on my skin tone. So this is in the shade Healthy Peach. I love this so much, so I'm keeping. I'm also going to keep my Laura Geller blushes. These blushes, guys, are freaking amazing as well. It's such a great formula. This is the Baked Blush and Brighten in Coral Cove. This one is in the shade Pink Buttercream. Oh, this one is such a really nice one as well. So I'm gonna keep this one. This one's a newer one to my collection as well. And again, it's a shade that I didn't think was gonna show up, but actually did. It's in the shade Risk. It actually was showing as like a peachier color, but when I got it, it's more like a muted, I don't know, like a muted mauve rosy pink color, but I do like it. It's nice and it does show up, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep. It's the only Tarte blush that I have actually. And so far we only got rid of 3 high-end blushes and we kept like everything else. So we're not doing great with high-end blushes, guys, but I am being transparent. So this one is one of my favorite blushes. You can probably tell as well. This one's in the shade So Natural. It's the Glow and Play blush from MAC. It's amazing and I love it so much. So Charlotte Tilbury, you already know the drill. Okay, this blush, by the way, is so pretty on my cheeks. Oh my god, I feel so girly and cute when I wear this blush. Like, I love this blush so much. It's in the shade Pillow Talk, so like, yeah, of course I love the shade. Yeah, it's just amazing and I will not ever get rid of that. This is like a really matte mauve nude shade that I really haven't tried a whole lot, but I don't know if it's going to show up or not. I don't remember using it, to be honest, so it's going to be a maybe and we'll see if it shows up on me. Okay, Item Beauty. I know Item Beauty isn't a line and I feel like it hasn't been in such a long time, but I think the blushes are just so cute. This one's called Oopsies. This one's called It's Verified. This one's called Oopsies. And this one is called I'm Crushing. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of I'm Crushing. I swatched it and it's this color right here. And I don't know. I think I can get rid of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this from my collection. I can live without this color as well. We're gonna go ahead and declutter this too. Yeah, Oopsies is just another color that I'm like, So decluttering. I don't think I would need to show you what I'm keeping, do I? So this is what I'm getting rid of because that's what we want to see. We want to focus on what we're getting rid of. So I'm getting rid of 6 high-end blushes, which is pretty awesome because I thought I was going to get rid of like maybe 1. So I'm very excited that I actually got rid of something from the high-end side. I know that I love blush, guys. I love blush so much. So I'm gonna keep a lot of these blushes, and I know that I don't need all these blushes and I should be way more cutthroat, okay? But I'm just not there yet, okay? I promise I won't buy no more blushes. So I have, with the NARS here, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh my god. 17 blushes that I'm keeping. So I had 23 altogether. These are all the blushes that I am getting rid of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I am getting rid of 16 blushes. 16. That's a lot, okay? That's a lot when you look at it this way. 16 blushes less? Yes, of course. 100%. I'm down. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time. Bye.